Hey all, welcome back to SSX3. I'm Anecdotes. With me again is Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm still Matt.
And Turo.
Hello, I'm still me.
So in this video, we're doing the two Peak 1 kind of finale events again. The Peak 1 race and the Peak 1 jam. The race will start us at the top of the backcountry, and we'll go through all three tracks. Happiness, Snow Jam, Metro City, so we'll see all of those again, and I'll be able to show off, cool lines there. And then the Peak 1 Jam will be Happiness into R&B, so we'll see those again. Yeah, you do see the backcountry like 4 times in a row if you do the events the order I've done. But I mean, again, these backcountries are really well designed, so they have like 4 or more cool kind of ways to show them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something new to do every time.
I'll just say, like, right now for these, there will not be platinum medals, so I'm not worrying about trying to race this in like 8 minutes. If you just beat the timer shown on your first try here, like that 13.5 minute or so one, that is just the bronze timer. So if you finish this with like 5 seconds left on that, there will be a thing where that Peak 1 rival Mac or so will say like, hey, I beat your time, try to match me again, and you can go race it, and now you'll only have like 12 minutes to beat it.
But of course, if you
do it fast enough, you can just get the gold the first time.
Interesting, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's like Atomica himself who's like, hey, Chomp, your timer is fucking destroyed. Oh shit, you hit a slide.
I know, I
on
saw
accident.
That.
I've never done one of those on
accident.
purpose. Yeah.
The speedrun community has gotten good at doing those.
Yeah.
Since you basically travel at highest velocity.
Because when you're falling down,
that's something. Yeah.
You travel at 75 miles an hour, and sliding is just tricking the game into thinking you're still falling.
Whoa.
Really?
Falling is just throwing yourself at the ground, but
and missing.
Wait, flying, not falling. Falling is just
throwing yourself at the ground.
Falling is just throwing yourself at the ground, yeah.
Sliding is throwing yourself at the ground and missing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you cleared that whole hump. I've never done that either.
Oh my god, I almost got dizzy. Felt my fucking stomach drop.
Frontside 1080 Morgan Grinder is an audio bully. Frontside 540 double backflip is an Alpine Star. Again, I'm trying to show off these monster tricks at times where it's not like, doesn't feel cheap for me to use those for a whole bunch of points,
Yeah.
You got almost a super Uber. You got a soup Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah. A soup Uber.
His mouth was filled with secret soup. I still remember that occasionally. You said that like once in a Steel Donut video.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
It was from some like joke Twitter that was like AI generated like Olive Garden commercial. It wasn't it was just like someone making a joke about what it would look like, and it had like camera cuts to man, his mouth is filled with secret soup.
Damn.
Olive Garden, when you're here, you're here.
Matt, I want to drink the secret soup. I want to drink the secret soup.
Home is where you live.
Home is where you live.
All right, so here's an insect tip. If you're struggling with these peak races, you want to try and get Super Uber, your infinite boost, at the bottom of a race when you're heading into kind of the station area. These are a lot flatter. I mean, they're not racetracks. They're just kind of transition points. So it's really good to have the infinite boost here rather than not have infinite boost and have to try and maintain it.
And then you run out of infinite boost halfway through, and then you're fucked.
Yeah. So if you do well and you don't crash, getting your 30 seconds of infinite boost, kind of like right at the bottom of a racetrack when you're heading into the station, can last you basically the whole sort of station area into the next racetrack.
You need to get your secret soup.
That's what you see on all of the peak race speed runs, and that'll really help you if you're struggling with these events.
Mm-hmm.
Like there, even with a crash, it ran out pretty much right at the top of this. I'm just gonna be able to get to the next jump and do a monster trick to get all my boost back.
So in SSX Tricky, when you got infinite boost, did you just have it the whole time?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I
SSX Tricky, 6 Ubers in an event, and you had it till the finish line. But here in SSX 3, the infinite only lasts 30 seconds, then you gotta refill super.
Now, did you think that was a good change, like that made the game more interesting and less, I don't know, easy to rely on just infinite boost?
Yeah, it did make it more interesting, especially because, again, with these peak races, I mean, there'll be a peak 2 race that's, you know, quite a bit longer than this. A peak 3 race that's quite a bit longer than that.
Yeah.
So if you just did like 9 Ubers and got infinite boost for the next 20 minutes,
Yeah.
it's a little more interesting to have to, you know, get it back. I don't know. It's not like one system was bad or such. It's just,
I didn't
can
mean like
work
that. I
with
just mean
both.
like, do you think that
It's just a better change.
makes it
or
fresh? Makes it fresh. Like, yeah, it's a good change that like freshens up the old mechanic, I suppose.
You know,
That's
that's
what I mean.
kind of an interesting thing to see from, you know, people's comments that have responded to this or other people's things. Is that I've played so much of this game and played it from so early on, I don't remember what it was like to struggle with the game. And so, you know, I'm interested in, you know, seeing what people think who don't know this as much or you know, are facing this as kind of a newer player or someone who doesn't have it down as much. Like, what do you think of having to re-get your infinite boost? You know.
Matt, how do you
things.
feel? What do you think as our resident not
I
knowing
think
how to
that's-
play this game person?
Okay, well, I would think, you know, to not answer your question, but to answer about this infinite boost thing, I would think that would be an interesting change. Like, not necessarily a bad one, or probably a good one, just to keep it from feeling the same. You know what I mean? Because if they're gonna have much bigger tracks that go on for much longer, then it would make sense to me that you would want to have to work for your boosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this
have to work for
this
it,
game is just full of decisions
more.
that are like. You look at this game and you look at SSX Tricky, and they made so many changes that were different, but just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
But mostly
That's
just
what I
as
think.
good. Like SSX Tricky and SSX 3 on a whole, like there's a reason they're considered such dueling peaks despite being such different games. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like either one can be your favorite in the series, and you have perfectly good reasons to think that
Yeah.
again.
Is this one? This one's your favorite, right?
Right. I probably said this in one of the first ones, but yeah, it's, you know, do you prefer the arcadey perfection of SSX Tricky, or do you prefer just the so smooth, fluid, how every mechanic works together perfectly, and there's so much for you to unlock and discover kind of feel of SSX 3's gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, we raced through Snow Jam, now we're in Blue Station heading toward Metro City. Again, I got unlimited boost right at the end of the racetrack, heading into the transition area, so I can ride my way through here.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
limits.
you know, and check it out, just like, it's a given that things in this game work, but like, you know, there don't need to be any freeze-ups or loading times between all of the sections.
I know,
here.
that's pretty crazy. That's impressive to me.
You hear that,
Kinda reminds me
American
of,
Wasteland?
American Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of American Wasteland, but good.
Same hat.
Well,
Except like way, way, way earlier.
I mean, they do
year
have
did
those
this game
loading
come out?
zones. Like, I mean, we literally did just go through a rock tunnel that's separated us between the top part of Peak 1 and the bottom part of Peak 1. But
Right.
also, it was better.
Yeah, it was a good loading zone and not
Yeah, it was
whatever
short.
the fuck was in American Wasteland. Those super long tunnels.
Neversoft never had 2-year dev cycles.
That's true.
If
That's
they had
true.
a 2-year dev cycle,
Maybe.
they could have made that work.
Maybe they
But-
could
And
have
also,
Yeah,
Neversoft
was
was
like-
way more games in at that rate too.
Yeah.
It still
They
was
were
the
like,
first
what-
time they were trying it, you know? That is a fair
Yeah, but I
point.
feel like that was the first time they needed to try it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of any other Tony Hawk game that came before American Wasteland where that structure would have worked. because every
Yeah, I mean,
single
they
one
were
before
trying to
them was
change it up.
basically super self-contained levels. Like, do everything here and then go somewhere else.
I have never
That was
seen
the first
this
one where it
before.
was like,
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So this
What?
is the subway shortcut that DJ Atomica mentioned. As you see, I've taken an entirely different route, basically from the start of the level.
Holy
and
shit.
like here, it's it takes you through those train tracks and then through this maybe unfinished or such parts.
gold mining.
Yeah, I mean, Metro City is packed, just like Mercury City was, is packed with so many alternate routes. You can basically take a completely different path from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Not
There-
gold. What am I
there was
thinking?
that one guy-
Mine shaft.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
There was that
Mine
one
shaft.
guy in the comments who said Mercury City is the Diet Coke. This is the Diet Coke Mercury City. What I totally think these are just two equally great levels.
This one's Pepsi, the other one's Coca-Cola, you know?
Yeah. You're like,
This one's RC Cola, the other one's, I don't know, non-RC
Dr. Pibb.
Cola.
Yeah. Dr. Thunder or whatever your local
Mr.
supermarket
Thunder.
version
No,
is.
isn't Mr. Pibb? Or what am I
I think it
thinking?
is
Mr.
Mr.
Pibb is a soda.
Yeah, Mr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. There we go. A Pibb Extreme, which is what they had when I was a kid. Or not a kid. When I was in high school, they had Pibb Extreme at the
Yeah, you're still
at
a
the
kid.
vending machines.
You're still a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bad.
still a child. I'm a child at heart.
Did you grow
I'm
up?
normal age.
I need to ask you this. Really important. Did you grow up with DNL?
DNL?
Yes.
Oh yeah, DNL's one of the sponsors of this game. It's 7-Up, but upside down. It was a really short-running soda.
Yep.
I've never heard of
Would
that
you
soda.
believe me if I told you it was 4 years?
Really? I remember Surge when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I don't know how old that makes me.
Yeah, Matt, the kind of kid to probably drink Orbits.
I don't know what Orbits is. I remember. Was it called Squirt? I think I had a Squirt one.
Yeah. I'm a connoisseur of sodas.
You're a connoisseur of squirt.
You're a connoisseur
I'm
of
a
sodas.
connoisseur. Yeah. Yeah. I know more about sodas and fast food than people should. So that was the Peak One race. That was awesome. We're up here at the Peak One Jam again. This is gonna be happiness again, and then into R&B, the slopestyle track.
Are you about to
Oh,
throw the
yeah.
fuck down? Yo,
Got to light the fuck up
Are you
and
about to-
throw the fuck down.
about to frame cancel this shit?
Oh, here
We'll
we
see.
go, baby.
Yeah.
Speedrunning technique. 5,000. Just quit the fucking game. Don't even play it.
Okay.
You'll never be as fucking good.
I'd love to see you be the announcer or commentator on a speedrun race or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and arrange one. I'll be like, hey, Rithik, hey, Daggy.
Yeah,
the
Daggy.
Johnny Mosley
Do you want to race
speedrun.
me in SSX? My friend Matt Rocks will.
Commentate. He has no
We'll do
idea
his
what the fuck's going on.
Here it is. Here's Connor with the decomfuculator here,
Yeah.
doing the frame perfect fuck skip.
Oh, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna make up random shit.
You're gonna create for this game. You're just gonna create a whole new bunch of terminology for just random shit. Like when you do a perfect nose butter for 2 seconds. That's a fuckulator.
That's a decomfuculator. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
The fuckulator is a different one.
Oh.
Just gonna recite shit Randy says in fucking Trailer Park Boys.
The shit
I
is.
see.
Shit is himself.
Oh,
Ooh, collect $500. Do you get to pass go?
no. I've tried.
I mean, it's a downhill slope. You never go back to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, a Monopoly version where it's just a path where you don't go back around. It's like a downhill path.
It's actually 3D and you have to go down.
downhill Monopoly.
Wait, that's
you never
basically
pass
Chutes and
go.
Ladders.
Holy shit!
Ladders.
Wait, no, Chutes and Ladders, you're trying to climb up the thing. Never
my
mind, I'm
God.
confused.
Not the way I play it.
SSX board game, that's all I'm saying.
Man, to anyone who played Chutes and Ladders, you know the slide on 88 that took you all the way back down to 12? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that spine. Who the fuck put that there? I bet you the fucking game designer who did that was laughing his fucking ass off when he put that there. He was yucking it the fuck up. He was like, I can't wait for some poor sucker to land on 88 and go all the way back to fucking square 2.
It was square 12.
Square 12, sorry.
I just imagine him thinking about all the children that he'll make cry, and it's as he's laying in bed.
Dude, that shit cost me.
It's the soundest
he'll ever sleep. That shit cost me the
sleep.
fucking game. That shit cost me the fucking game once. I was so close to winning Chutes and Ladders.
I think that was the point.
I know. Yeah, but the other guy wasn't like way behind me or anything. He was like right behind me.
Teach you about futility and all that.
Yeah. It's an art game. Chutes and Ladders is an art game.
You shouldn't expect to win in life. You can always have the rug snatched out from under you.
Don't even get me started on Candyland.
It's an art game. Apparently Candyland is like the ideal board game. I forget which like essay I wrote on. Not wrote, I read on that.
I would know. I wrote essays on it.
Yeah, my high school thesis paper was on the perfect board game.
Yeah.
AKA Candyland. Or Life. Life is a fun one. I played that one a lot as a kid.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
I spun the little spinner on Life so hard it went flying off, and then the friend's house I was playing it, I got real fucking mad at me.
Y'all playing board games as a kid, whereas I played like flippin' Snood. Remember that?
What the fuck's a Snood?
I don't remember.
Look it up, man.
I'm scared.
Hold on, was it Snood? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, there was a game Snood.
The like dark blue face. Thing.
I'm scared. I don't want to look.
Whatever.
The puzzle game?
Oh yeah, Snood. Yeah.
The fucking puzzle game?
Sure. No, we're all good. We're all good. Chill.
No, I just wasn't sure what it was.
What chill?
Wait, is that the one with like the sticks and the marbles?
Man, I don't even remember. I just remember.
There was this one game that I remember playing where it was kind of like almost like Jenga, where you had this contraption with like in the middle third, like it was a vertical cylinder, and in the middle third of that cylinder there was a bunch of holes for you to put sticks through. And you, you put
I know that
marbles on top of the sticks, and you had to keep removing the sticks, and whoever was removed the stick that made all the marbles fall lost.
Holy shit! You just unlocked like a memory,
like
a deep memory of me playing that as a little kid.
I remember playing that game with my therapist.
I remember we got it for like Christmas one year, and we played it, and then we lost all the marbles or something, because that's just the kind of kids we were when I was...
How does this keep happening, Matt? You keep throwing your board game pieces like
everywhere.
Into an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, we were the rowdy rough boys when I was a kid. Okay, we didn't take very good care of our board games.
Yeah.
I was like 6.
I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was you were a blank tester who like years ago said in a video that like Mousetrap is the board game you only play once, and then you lose all of the pieces.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That actually sounds like something blank tester would have said.
Oh yeah.
Because I never played Mousetrap.
I finally remembered the monster trick that goes with the vacation.
It's not a pilot off. I love that band.
The vacation is nowhere near as cool a trick as like the Madonna, so again.
Is there a pre-Madonna in here as well?
Well, that's just any airtime you have before doing the Madonna.
That makes the pre-Madonna.
Is the pre-Madonna.
Is the post-Madonna whenever you land?
I'm actually currently doing the longest pre-Madonna ever.
Oh, you're gonna like Madonna into your grave at the end of your life and get like the world record.
I went snowboarding once, and I didn't do it, but
Turo holds the world record of the pre-Madonna for, 75 years.
75 fucking years, Madonna right into his fucking grave.
And then as I'm about to die, I'm on my deathbed, I stand up, I try to do the Madonna to finally finish it, and I just fucking break my legs and die.
Well, I mean, you're gonna die, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It is your deathbed.
My death is no longer dignified,
not called your living bed, after all. We all know what was going on.
I like to imagine, the doctors try to stop me, and then my parents are just like, no. My parents were still alive,
Your parents are still there?
Still alive.
Your parents, how old are they? They're like 500 by this point. How the fuck would you live to be 75 and die before your parents? When did they give birth to you? When they were like 2? God, dude, you got some resilient parents at that rate.
This has gone off the rails.
We've lost it.
Anyway, that was SSX 3, everybody.
Yeah.
We're done.
Thanks for watching. We'll return when we become sane again.
Yeah.
That was the Peak 1 race and jam. We have finished up Peak 1. You can see it's been checked off.
We fucking out this bitch.
Yeah, we got a lot of, cash and stuff, and we actually got some other things too, but we're heading up to Peak 2. So yeah.
Just when you think being a snowboard pro couldn't get any better, it does. Just heard an Osprey dropped off some riders into Peak 2's Ruthless. And from what I've seen with the mountain cams, it's in a sweet state of powder perfection. They'll be bombing their way down into Red Mid Station soon enough, where mass chaos will ensue, I'm sure. Coolio. You need some tunes?
Yeah. That's where we'll be next time on SSX. We've moved up to Peak 2, where we'll have more racetracks, more show-off events, more great riding and cool shortcuts and everything ahead of us. So yeah, join us then.